Hi, my name is Anya Olson, and I am the mom of Isla and Drew Olson, who are students at Clarksburg Elementary School. I work as the Deputy Director for the Office of Research at the Social Security Administration. I think most of you know that there are three branches of the federal government. The judicial branch, those are the courts, the legislative branch, that's Congress, where they pass laws, and the executive branch, which is headed by the President of the United States and contains a large number of federal government agencies. The Social Security Administration, where I work, is one of those federal government agencies. Your grandparents probably know all about Social Security. You should ask them about it the next time you see them. It's a really important program. It pays benefits to people who are retired, which means they worked in a job for a long time, and when they got older, they stopped working and now are enjoying their hard-earned retirements. We also provide benefits to people who were working but then became disabled because of maybe an injury or an illness, and now they're no longer able to work. Social Security also pays benefits to family members, including to children, if someone who was working dies. There are 331 million people in the United States, and almost 65 million people are receiving Social Security benefits. Like I said, Social Security is a really important program, and it's part of my job to make sure people understand it. I work in the Office of Research. I typically work in Washington, D.C., but right now I'm working from home during the COVID-19 pandemic. As you probably guessed, the Office of Research does research. We look at all kinds of data, we do surveys, we read lots and lots of papers, all to better understand the Social Security program, how it helps people, and how it can be improved, how we can make it better. You can visit our office's website. It's www.ssa.gov/policy and see all the kinds of research that we do. We have fact sheets, papers, lots and lots of tables, and so much more. To do this kind of work like I do, you'll want to go to college after you graduate from high school. And the people in my office all have advanced degrees, either a master's degree or a doctorate degree, which is also called a PhD. I graduated from St. Mary's College of Maryland with a college degree in public policy and economics, and then went to the George Washington University and graduated with my master's in public policy degree. I've been working on a really big project recently that has been very exciting. Every American worker in this country can receive a Social Security statement every year. The current version of the Social Security statement is a 4-page document, and as you can see, it has a lot of words on it. Look at all those words. It's a lot to read. The design for the statement has been the same for almost 20 years. So I've been working with the team to redesign and modernize the Social Security statement. Here is a new version of the statement. It's only 2 pages. It has color, a really cool graph, much better. This is a really important document, and it gives workers their earnings record so they can see every year that they worked how much money they made, and it gives them benefit estimates if they were to retire in the future. Maybe in like 20 years you want to retire, this is how much you would get, and benefit estimates if you were to become disabled. You should tell your parents to go online, create a My Social Security account, and they can check out their new statement. It's really exciting. We also created some new fact sheets to go with the statement. This is a fact sheet for new workers. Some of you might get this fact sheet in just a few years if you start working soon. It gives information on Social Security and paying taxes when you start working. I know it doesn't sound fun, but you'll care about this a little bit later. This is another fact sheet for workers starting at just age 18. That's not too far off for some of you. It gives information on starting to save for retirement. It's never too early to start saving for retirement. I hope you learned something about Social Security today. If you want to work for a federal government agency like me, you should work hard in school on your reading, writing, and math. You'll want to have patience, be organized, and be able to handle different tasks at once, like writing a research paper and responding to a quick question about Social Security from a newspaper. There are other agencies you can work for besides the Social Security Administration, but they usually require similar education and degrees, like the Census Bureau, Department of Labor, Department of Education, or even NASA. Thank you so much for listening today.